What's up, guys? How's it going? We're back with another video. This time we're at part 2 of how to convert your audio files into a higher quality. This time we will be using LMMS, which stands for Linux Multimedia Studio, I believe, if they haven't changed the name of it. This is another way to convert your files. So for those of you that are vocalists who have been asking me in comments what's a good way to convert your MP3s that you've received from your producer into a higher quality, this is the way to go. You can download any free DAW. A DAW stands for a digital audio workstation, and this will help you out if you're just trying to convert it into a higher quality so you can upload it to your digital distributor. All right, so we're gonna do it this time. We're gonna use a track. We're gonna show you how to get it done. So in Linux Multimedia Studio, you're going to bear with me because this is a free to use software. You're gonna come over here to the far left and you're gonna click on My Computer. It's gonna take you to all of your files. So you're gonna find the track that the producer sent you that you are working on, and you are going to click and hold it to verify that it works. All right, that's the one we're going with. That's the one that I like. So, all right, you're gonna right click it with your mouse, and what you're gonna do here, feel free to pause the video as much as you need to, but you're gonna right click and you're gonna go to the second option. The second option is open in New Instrument Track Song Editor. You wanna open it in the song editor so that way you can get the full length of the track. So, you're gonna close out the computer. Once you're there, in the song editor, what we're going to do is I want you to be very careful and look at what I'm doing. What you're going to do is you're going to hit the second button next to the green light under the song that you just put in the song editor. That's going to mute all other tracks, or you can delete them one by one. It's up to you. But muting all the other tracks, just make sure that only one track is heard, and that's the one that you want to have playing because that's the one that your vocals are on. That's the one that you're uploading. So once you do that, as you can see, we're going to go to the right after where it says volume and pan. We're going to go to the different colored squares or rectangles, and we're going to double click any one of them, preferably the first one. So when you double click it, it's going to bring up the piano roll. And once you double click that and it brings up the piano roll, you're gonna find where your song is in the right pitch. So on the piano roll, for each note, the higher you go, the faster the song is gonna go. The lower the pitch, the slower the song is gonna go. And somewhere in the middle between the highest pitch and the lowest pitch is your song at its natural tone. So, or tempo, sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the middle key. C5 is the middle for any piano or keyboard, usually. So we're going to click and hold that. That's too fast. So we're going to go down one. Still too fast. Down another one. I think that's about right. We're going to go down one more just to be sure. Too slow. Sounds off. Too fast. All right, so this is the one that we're looking for. We're gonna hold it just to be sure. And for me, my drums will tell me if it's the right pitch or not. I know it is, but I'm just gonna hold it to the drums anyway, just to make sure. All right, so we know that's the right pitch, the right tempo. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the first square directly next to that key. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna bring out a long bar. Sometimes it'll be a short bar, depending. Sometimes it'll be short, sometimes it'll be long. We're gonna make this bigger. So for this bar represents the song's length. So the thing that could happen is if it's short, and we'll scroll to the end of it. All right, that's not the full length of the song. That's the thing I want to bring up. So however long your song is, you're gonna have to figure that out by using this bar. There are other ways to do this, but this is just a surefire way. So you're gonna stretch that bar out to the full length of your song. That's why I say you gotta know how long your song is, because sometimes you could go too far, and we're not gonna do it for the entire song because that would be beyond this video. But stretch it out until you feel like you've hit the full length of your track, and make sure it's at the beginning. Make sure it's at the beginning, because that's what's gonna play first from left to right. So once you know it's long enough, or you can do it here too. I forgot you can also do it here. So you can stretch it out there, but that's beyond this. This is not a tutorial. This is just a quick guide on how to do something. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit play at the top left of the song editor. Everything sounds good. So everything sounds good. The track is playing properly. And what we're going to do is we're going to export the song. So what you're going to do is go to project at the top left next to where it says edit. You're going to go to project, and you're going to see if you scroll down, it says export. Or you can hit Control E to do the same thing. Now when you hit export, it's going to take you to wherever you want to save the track. For now, I'm just going to put it at the desktop. I'm going to save it. So when you see after you hit save, it's going to bring up another window that's going to ask you the file format. The file format is WAV, and that's how you get it into WAV format. There is another one which is OGG, but don't worry about that. We're just focusing on WAV. And for those of you that want to make sure that your sample rate is at the right number, if you know about that, if you're a singer or a vocalist, don't worry about all this, but this is just for other people. Let's say your producer is sitting right next to you, or whoever you have to work on your track, and they want to make sure things are right. It says it all right here. This is where you want it to be, and then you just hit start, and it's going to make it into a WAV file wherever you saved it. And that's honestly it. That's it for this video. I will be looking for other free DAW software. If you want me to cover other options that are out there, or just to see how this is done in other I don't know, I keep saying DAWs or DAWs as they're called, I'll do that. I'll even do one for FL Studio, or if you're using an old version of FL Studio or Fruity Loops, if it's a free version, it's still pretty much the same way. You're just gonna pretty much bring your song in however it imports a track, whether if you're doing it through a sampler or you're just directly dragging it into the software. However you bring in your file, bring it into the file, put it into the song editor, or in some cases they'll have something bigger than what you see here. This is just a free old version of FL Studio that was modified. So they might have something different. It might be a full screen, it might be a separate window, who knows. But either way, you want to bring your song into wherever the song editor is for that software. Make sure it's the full length of the song. Sometimes if you import it as a sample, which you can sample the track and it'll bring in the full length of the song, that's less work for you to do. There are some softwares that have that option, but anyway, that's all you have to do is really just bring it in to the DAW and then export it as a WAV, and you're done. So that's it for this video. Like I said, I'll keep looking for other ones and recommend some of them if I like them or not. I used to use LMMS a long time ago when I was first starting out. I don't want to say the beginning because I first started out on GarageBand when it used to be free with Apple computers, but since it's no longer free with Apple computers, I then switched to Linux Multimedia Studio, and then from Linux Multimedia Studio I went to the full version of FL Studio, and that's where I've been now. So like I said, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Peace out.